When you think of art, jars on the ground that could easily be kicked over probably don't come to mind.
It's really cool to walk around and especially if you're from the area, see the different names of places that you know.
8,500 glass jars, which were primarily donated, outline a map of more than 40 Chesapeake Bay tributaries. The collected Watershed exhibit is at Towson University's Center for the Arts.
Wood floor equals land, and glass jars filled with water are waterways.
Baltimore neighbors know Federal Hill, Fells Point, and Canton, but environmental artist Stacy Levy says you may not know just how close you are to your watershed.
I think it's really important to know that water isn't just water. It all has a personality, it all has components to it, that one stream may be filled with something that another stream isn't.
Take, for example, Stemmers Run, just southeast of Baltimore City. Levy calls it an urban stream. You can see the water is darker.
It's carrying a lot of various sediments from things like roadways and parking lots and sidewalks.
The color really varies across the watershed. Up and over for Deja Davis, you have to look down to make sure you don't cause a spill in Rosedale.
I really loved looking at some of the jars and seeing microorganisms swim around, because they're so small and you think that you won't be able to notice them, but I noticed them.
You'll notice some of the glasses are larger, and that's where the water is deeper. This represents the bay. Levy got students and faculty involved in the water collection. Biology students tested the water quality. Music students captured the sound of different waterways.
We find ourselves in this world according to our land addresses, but really, it may be more important to know how you're connected through water. We certainly need it more than any other substance.
Levy points out our waterways share what's called a dendritic pattern.
And it's the same pattern that trees have, and it's also the same pattern that our arteries have. That's what is carrying our blood through our bodies.
The exhibit will be on display through April 25th.
Water is everywhere, even though we don't recognize it anymore.
For Chesapeake Bay Media's Bay Bulletin, I'm Cheryl Costello.